decorating, DIYs, shopping trips, and haul, please consider subscribing. I am going to get my computer situated so I can read your guys' comments. If you are just logging in, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up just so I know that YouTube is working the way it should. So give me just 1 second while I get to my live feed. And I also want you guys to say hi to me. And how are you doing today? It is finally Thursday, or what I like to call it, Friday Junior. So I asked you earlier to send me your most frequent dilemmas that you have with home interior design, and you guys send me your questions and we're gonna go through them right now. I have some really good ones that actually I used to ask myself when I started doing interior design. I have a few questions that I'm going to redirect to the top 10 design rules to decorate your home like a designer. If you guys haven't seen that video, I invite you to go ahead and watch it because it's really full of information. Those are the top 10 rules that I use when I decorate any of my spaces or a client space. So if you guys haven't seen it, I'm gonna link it down below. But so earlier I asked you to send me your questions about home interior design and decor, and you guys did just that. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with question number 1. Amelia Lauren asked, where should I shop for inexpensive decor accents? That's a real good question, Amelia. I hope I'm saying your name right. My favorite place to go shopping for home accessories is TJ Maxx. Hobby Lobby has really good accents for the home and at a really inexpensive price. And then also, I don't know if you guys have heard, and if you have it in your town, a store is called Burlington Coat Factory. Burlington Coat Factory, you have to really be choosy and selective of the things that you find there, but you can find really, really good items for a really small fraction of the real cost. And sometimes it is the same companies that TJ Maxx and Ross and Marshalls and all of those stores buy from. Now let me explain something to you. How this works is these stores send a buyer to market and they select these things. These things are not things that are left from other stores that didn't sell. But these people go to market and they find really inexpensive items to bring them into the store to pass down the discount to the customers. That's what I used to do for a living. And so it is a job. Somebody has that job where they have to go find the most inexpensive, high-end looking item for you guys to be able to purchase. Not only that, but they also buy in big bulks. Instead of buying like a small store where I used to work, instead of buying 20 of them, they would buy like thousands, because think of how many stores. Like we were just buying for one store, but they're buying for multiple stores. So that's how they can pass down that discount to those customers. And so I really recommend Burlington Coat Factory, TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, Ross, and even Goodwill stores. Sometimes you can find items that were from those stores that somebody just pitched, and sometimes you know what they say, somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure. So that is question number 1. I want to say hi to some of you. I want to say hi to Kimball, Karen McCall. How are you doing? Mary Romero. Shay's Beauty. How is everybody doing this evening? I'm so excited to be back with one of these design talks. And so I just thought it'd be really fun to ask you guys to send me your questions and I can answer those for you. Hello, Linda. How are you doing? All right. So question number 2 came from Marianne on Facebook, and she said, how do I start transitioning a room into fall? And not only for fall, but any season, like if you do any seasonal decorating, like if you do spring and then you move on into like summer and then fall and then the holidays, the way I do it is I always take all of those accents out of the room. I start from fresh, I strip the room down. It usually is on a Sunday where I'm cleaning the house anyways. So I strip the whole room bare and I take all of those accents out. My favorite one is after Christmas, just because after loading our homes for the holidays and then you take all of those accents, like it just feels like your house breathes again, and I love that feeling. So I always say strip everything down, do it on a cleaning day, take every single seasonal decorating item out, and then start sprinkling those items into your home decor. And how I usually do it is I have this rule of thumb. whether it's a small place or a big place, I first walk in, and where my eye goes, that should be a display of seasonal decor. Like if my eye goes, like let's say there's an entryway table, there is like let's say the dining room you can see, and then over here there's a living room. That's where your three displays should go. It doesn't necessarily have to be 3, 2, 1, or as many as you do, but where you like just do that exercise. Walk outside of your house, walk into your home, and those places where your eye goes, that's where your biggest displays of home decor should go. So I hope that helps, Marianne, because that's the way I do it. So I hope it really, you can do that exercise and try that the next time that you're doing your seasonal decorating. All right, so question number 3 came from Beth Glaze, and she asked, what is the best way to choose artwork? Beth, and that is a really good question. I usually, if I'm starting a room from scratch, what I do is I actually choose the rug first, because you can always pull colors and textures from the rug. But if you already have your home is decorated, so I would recommend that you look at your accent color and then look for an artwork piece that has some of that color, just so it blends together. And I have the question, number 9, we're gonna talk about our number 10 rule, which was wrap the color around. So one of the ways to wrap the color around was with artwork, and you can just choose some of that color that you have as an accent, and then use it on your artwork. It doesn't have to be a lot of it, but as long as it has some of your accent color in the artwork, it will be perfect, and it will work because it will help you tie the color around. I hope that helped, Beth, if you're watching. Okay, question number 4 is Donna Schultz, also on Facebook. She said, how do I add color to a blend room? You know what? I love color. Color just makes my heart happy, and I think everybody should add a splash of color. The perfect way to add color is with an accent wall. I will always say that that is the best way to add some color to your room, is adding an accent wall if you can. I'm about to paint an accent wall in my bedroom, and stay tuned for that. So that's way number 1, but also you can add it with accessories, you can add it with texture, with your pillows, you can add it with your rug, you can add it with your artwork. I mean, you can add it by mixing patterns with different colors. You can add a lot of color to a room without having to paint the walls in your house. Sometimes you rent. I have found myself in a renting an apartment, and I couldn't paint the walls, but I brought color with the drapes and the pillows and the rugs and the artwork, so you did not necessarily have to paint those walls, Donna. So I hope that helps. Number 5 is Carolyn Smith, and she said, how do I add a particular style, farmhouse style, to my existing decor? Carolyn, that is a really good question, because I'm a preacher I'm a preacher on mixing styles. So if you like a particular item that is a farmhouse style but yours is traditional, go for it. Go for it. Like as I told you before, as long as you love that item, just weave it into your decor and it will work, because when you look at it, you will feel like it really works. At the end of the day, you're the one that's gonna be at home with your family. So if nobody else likes it, as long as you like it, then it works. And I think that that's the perfect way to do any particular style. Just add some sprinkles of it, unless you really commit to that look, in this case farmhouse style or traditional or modern. Then yeah, if you're starting from 0 and you're gonna be able to do the backsplash, you're gonna be able to do the chiplap, you're gonna be able to do all of those hardwares that are very farmhouse style, then yes, go ahead and start over from 0 and buy everything farmhouse style. There's a YouTuber that I follow that he does farmhouse style, and they redid a whole house with farmhouse style, so everything they bought was farmhouse style. But when you already have an existing particular style, then just inject items of that style, and like I said, as long as you love it and you think it looks fine, then it's going to work just fine. Carolyn, I hope that helps. Number 6 is Amber C. Where do I find the perfect rug for my living room? Once again, Amber, if you go to, I want to say Burlington Coat Factory has fabulous rugs on a budget. Also Lowe's and Home Depot, you can always find fabulous rugs there for the fraction of the cost. I just bought one of Ross for my dining room, and I cannot wait to show you guys how the dining room is turning out. So all of those discount stores, I want to call them, you can go in there and find fabulous rugs, and just have to, you know what, you just have to wait. If it's not there right now, just wait for the perfect rug to show up. That's what I'm doing with this entry table that I wanted. It was available, and then I was gonna buy it, and then it's not available, but I'm not gonna buy an entryway table till that one becomes available, because I think it's perfect for my space. All right, Maritza Cruz says, I'm doing my bedroom in yellows for the summer. I'm painting my own artwork. Maritza, that is such a good idea. That is a great idea. And I actually had this idea where I wanted to have in my entryway just a plain canvas, perhaps prime it. And then when I have my friends over and my family over, just have a palette of paints and have them either draw something, write something, or paint something. And then a few years from now, it will be the perfect artwork for my living room, because it will bring back memories. So I love that idea, and I still want to do it, and I think I might do it in this house. So, and by the way, Maritza, yellow is my color right now. Plush Gamer 18, he's my nephew, and he lives in Kansas, and he's watching. Hi, Derek. I hope you guys are not overheating in Kansas. Okay, let's see. Sandra Montalvo says, hi, Ramon. Is the blind decor still in style? The bling decor, you know what? I was never a fan of that particular style because I'm a guy, but I think it's very much a large. If you like particular items of that style, like I said, just weave them into your decor, and it's going to work as long as you love it. All right, number 7 in Hensley says, when mixing patterns, how many patterns can you mix? I usually stick to 3 of them. I like to do a large pattern, a medium pattern, and a small pattern. And like I told you guys on that pattern mixing video, if you haven't seen that pattern mixing video, I'm also gonna link it up on the description box and on the information card up here. Watch it. I use 3 patterns and small, medium, large, but I always have something that ties them together, whether it's the pattern, the color, or the texture. So if you haven't seen that, who has that? Ann Hensley, I recommend you watch that video. It's pretty informational. All right, number 8, Susan Fernandez says, what is your favorite room to decorate in your home and why? Susan, thanks for asking. I really love to decorate the living room, because I usually do most of the bigger displays in the living room, but the dining room is probably my second. I love to set a table, and I have a video coming up on setting the table for summer. I have 3 different tables here in my house, and I'm gonna show you guys how I tie them together. There's one in my eating kitchen, there's one in my dining room, and there's one out on my patio. So by the way, have you guys seen the patio videos? Thumbs up if you've seen the patio videos. If you haven't seen the last patio video, I really recommend you do, because that's when I introduce the bloopers into my videos, and they're hysterical. So, number 9, Claudia Fonseca asks, can you explain rule number 10 in more detail? Rule number 10, for those who haven't seen the top 10 rules to decorate your home like a designer video, was tie the color around. And a lot of people have actually sent me messages about this particular topic, tie the color around. What that means is when you sprinkle colors of the same, when you sprinkle items of the same color, whether it's accessories, rugs, an accent wall, artwork, draperies, when you just disperse them throughout the house, so that way when you travel throughout the house, in the back of your brain is thinking, I already seen this room here, or I'm already seeing this color here, and here, and here, and here. And that's what makes your whole house cohesive. For example, when you walk into my house, the first thing you see is the living room. Well, there's yellow pillows. Then you see the dining room, and the napkins are yellow. Then you see the patio, and there's yellow lemons and yellow accent pillows as well. And then you go into the kitchen, and there's yellow flowers. You go into the eating area, and there's yellow runners. So all throughout the house, there's that splash of color, and that's what wrapping the color around means. And I want to give a shout out to Martha Tucker for explaining that to me. She's a designer in Kansas, explained to me what tying the color around was, and it really, you guys, changed my life. So I really recommend you start learning how to tie the color around. And actually, when I do the reveal for this house here in San Diego, I will explain what tying the color around, and I will take you guys throughout the house and show you how I wrap the color around in this house. All right, let's see. Tyra, love the patio. Good, Tanya. I'm glad you did. Stay tuned for the reveal. The reveal is coming up, and I think the patio is looking so pretty. You guys have no idea. I just love sitting out there drinking my coffee in the morning. Sandra Montalvo says, oh my God, yes, I can wait to see the dining room table set up. Thank you, Tanya or Sandra. The dining room is turning out really cute. I will give you guys a little sneak peek here soon. Do you guys have any questions? If you have any questions, this is the moment to ask those questions so I can answer them for you. I want to thank everybody that wrote your questions on Facebook and here on YouTube. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all of them, but we have to keep the video short. But if you have any questions right now about interior design and decor, please go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and I will get to them all, I promise. I want to take a second also to thank you guys so much for your support. I've been having a lot of fun putting out all these videos, and I really appreciate it, and I really hope that it's helping at least one person create a space that tells your story. It really is my only intention, to help somebody decorate their home and make them look or make them feel like it is their true space. All right, let's see. Paula says, first time live with you, love your channel. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate you so much for watching. Welcome to my YouTube family. Mia Shipman says, by the way, love the new background. Hey, thank you, Mia. This is temporary until fall gets here. Then we're gonna do something crazy and fun, I promise. Let's see. Love the hanging window. Love when you do tables. Mia, please stay tuned for more of that. Glor 854 says, I would like to do a family picture in my wall. Do they all have to be the same color frames? You know, I recommend they do. And when you do a gallery wall, I think they have to have at least one thing that ties them together, whether it's the same matting, whether it's the same color, whether they're all black and white pictures, or whether they're all the same frame or frame style. I think it really does help to make that gallery wall or those pictures look better. Maritza says, hi Ramon, hello. Boho tips. For the person who wrote boho tips, I will do a video. I don't know if you guys remember, in July we're gonna go into detail about particular styles, so please stay tuned for, we'll do a boho. I know there's a lot of people who like boho chic and also other styles that we haven't even mentioned, like French country and all of those styles that we haven't even touched on, so please stay tuned for more on that. All right, you guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you have enjoyed this design talk. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share with a friend. Also, leave me a comment on the comment section below. Do you like to buy at discount stores, or do you like to buy perhaps even at Goodwill stores and thrift stores? What is your favorite store to shop? Leave me a comment on the comment section below. I will see you guys soon, and stay tuned for more from Ramon at Home. Like I said, I really hope that at least one of you has been inspired with this video to create a space that tells your story. Bye.